happens when your 13-year-old daughter goes missing in a city of over 4 million people? Where do you turn? Where do you search?
Excuse me, mate. Excuse me, mate. With the police.
John Neville has been searching for his daughter Bethany for 4 months. Sydney's King's Cross is just one place he's been trawling.
Excuse me, buddy. Just wondering if you've seen this girl?
No, I'm sorry.
No? No. Excuse me.
It's heartbreaking to imagine what he's going through.
I don't know if I'm going to crack or be okay or what. And I guess it's the not knowing. That's what's doing it to me.
What I'm hoping and what I'm feeling when I'm not hysterical or when I'm trying to think logically is she hasn't just run away and gone to Sydney and stood in the middle of Sydney and said, I've run away. She's known where to go. And she's with a group of people. There's people keeping her safe. She's not on the streets.
Tonight, Bethany's dad is joined in his search by Detective Sergeant Paul Connery.
Hi, how you going? Just from the police. I wonder if you could help us, guys.
You seen this girl at all?
No. Have you seen her around?
We've had quite a few unconfirmed sightings in King's Cross. More sightings there than anywhere else. It's a dangerous place for a 13-year-old.
If she did end up here, what's become of her? As far as anybody knows, she's alone, with no food, no protection, and no shelter. Why do you think she left home?
I think there's something that's changed her that made her run away, and I think it's hard to put my finger on what that is.
Until she disappeared, Bethany spent most weekends with her dad in Sydney. During the week, she lived with her mum, Tracy, in Kiama, 2 hours south. She was a Year 8 student at Kiama High, and on March 13, it was just another school day.
She got up extra early to go to school, had a shower, breakfast was all ready. And when it was 8 o'clock, I was in the kitchen. I just remember her looking at the clock saying, the bus is coming now, I'll go. As far as I knew, she went to school, and I would be picking her up at 4:30 from her singing lesson.
But Bethany never arrives at school. Instead, she comes here, the local train station, and buys a one-way ticket to Sydney. She's wearing her school sports uniform, but not for long. Before she gets on the train, Bethany starts to alter her appearance. By the time it pulls in at Central, she's a totally different girl. This is an actual CCTV photo of Bethany at 10:58 a.m. that day. It's the last photo we have of her before she disappeared. Dressed for a new life in the city, Bethany leaves this busy station and simply disappears. No one, friends or family, have heard from her since.
I went to pick her up at 4:30 and saw her singing teacher, and Mary said she hadn't shown up. I got on the phone to ring her friends to see where she was, and they said she didn't go to school. I was in a blind panic, and then I just started ringing everybody. I was ringing my friends, her dad, my son, and and then the police.
Bethany left behind her laptop and her mobile phone. Her age is what is the most unusual part about it. A 13-year-old who's never run away before, and that's grave concern.
When I'm lying in bed at night, thinking of different things that could have happened to my daughter, it's sort of like being in a dark place. The darkness is thinking about where my daughter might be and what's going on with her life, you know.
Bethany left us very few clues as to what she might have been thinking or planning. But we do know she loved to perform, and maybe that's the key to finding her.
Absolutely. She likes to do it, she likes to dress up. She would obviously keep changing that appearance.
There's no evidence Bethany has been caught up in the seedy side of the entertainment business, but it's a thought that still troubles her father.
That'd be my worst fear if she's alive, to go into that part of that area of our society, if you like.
Bethany was a keen singer. Now her friends are singing a song for her.
Home is where the heart is, and life has only started for
Her friends are desperate to find Bethany, and they're appealing to her the best way they know how.
voice unheard but sang so proud. Wherever it be, you'll hear the sound of voices calling you home.
We're all like a family here, and it's just really heartbreaking to know that at our next concert and in rehearsals, like, she's just not there, and we don't know if she'll ever come back. So it's upsetting. Yeah.
I have a daughter myself, the same age, and that would be my greatest fear, as I know it is for the parents. I really do feel for them. I've searched hours and hours of CCTV and been unable to confirm sightings. It's very frustrating in itself.
If Bethany was watching right now, what would you say to her?
Beth, I love you, your mother loves you. We just want to know that you're safe.
Just let someone know that you're safe. That's what I need to know, is you're safe. And then we'll go from there. Yep.